Hi friends, long time no see. I have missed you all, and if you're new to my channel, my name's Alyssa and I'm so happy to have you here. I've had a bit of a long absence because of various home renovation projects that I am getting done at the moment, so I've had very little quiet time to do any crafting, but there's nothing going on today. The kids are resting and I am here to share this easy no-sew journal with you all. So something fun you can start off the new year with. You can add as many pages as you want and really customize it to your liking. And it's great to use up any paper pads that you want to use up. So I have used the Sweet Melody paper here to create my journal, and I did use the whole thing. I just have a few little scraps left, but I will take you through my journal here. And if you don't want to see this part, please fast forward to the tutorial. So I just have Life is in Full Bloom on the front with some flowers. And there's also a top loading pocket. So I have a nice big insert here, which you could use for photo mats or journaling like I'm going to do here. And we'll open this up. And on the inside, I just glued sort of this little stack of paper here for journaling and added some little ephemera pieces, decorations here and there. You can see these stickers. And then there's a big side pocket here. So I have a journaling card. But these would also be great photo mats too, because of the larger size of this journal. And each page is a top loading pocket. So I have even bigger inserts in each of those. This says, "Be you bravely." And moving right along, it's pretty much the same layout. And then I just added a few extra things. Like here I have some writing space, and this is a tuck spot. So I've got a tag there. And you can see too, I just used my scraps and things from this paper pad to decorate my inserts here and there. And then this is a flippy pocket. So I've got a journaling card there. And then here we have that bigger side pocket again. There's my other journaling card. And same kind of layout. So I've got another top loading pocket here with a cute little journaling card that reminds me so much of spring. And over here, I just have a pocket with all great things have small beginnings. Same kind of things, a little journaling card. And then over here, instead of making one big side pocket, I did two. So I have two little inserts in there. Maybe you want to put something smaller there, but I still have that big top loading pocket. So there's another tag I created. And this is the last page here, just a coffee dyed guest check that I washi taped here, little ephemera pieces all throughout, and then I did two smaller pockets here as well. So those are my two little cards in there. And last but not least, I have this bigger insert that says "Always Remember," and I thought it kind of looked like a door because this one opens up and you can journal in there or add photos. And that's it for my journal. But as I said before, you can add as many pages as you would like. There is the back, the spine, and back to the front. So go ahead and grab some paper and we can create one together. For today's journal, since I used up that whole paper pad, I'm going to use the Wildflower Sketches from Michaels. And this is so easy. You're just going to need as many pages as you want, but I'm going to choose 5 12-inch wide by 8-inch tall papers. And you can make them any height that you want, really. So I like the 8-inch height for a journal. So I've got 5 pieces here, and we're just going to grab one. This one is going to be the cover. So pick the one you want for your cover, and I'm going to flip mine over to the blank side here, and we're just scoring on the 12-inch side at 5 and 10. That's it. That's all we're going to be doing for all of our papers. So let's do 5 and 10. And if your scoreboard is opposite mine, so your 1-inch starts over here, you're just going to hold your paper the opposite way that I'm holding mine. So you would just hold it with the print side facing you, and then you can still follow the same scores. It's still the same thing. Okay, so anyway, back to my paper. We're going to take this score line here, and we're just going to fold that over. And also, this is a great project for single-sided paper, as you will see. And then we're going to have this score line here. We're just going to fold this little piece back like that. So this is where we get a top loading pocket, and it'll open this way, and this will be our big side pocket on the inside. So I'm going to grab my glue, and I'm just going to glue this part shut. So I'll open it up and just glue the bottom here and the side. And we'll close that up. So that's basically all that we're doing for each of our pages there. So I'm just going to go ahead and do my second page now. Put that one to the side. Grab another 12 by 8, and we'll do the same scores of 5 and 10. And just fold it the same way. And fold that little piece back. And just glue it the same way as well. All right, so we have the same exact thing, and then we'll bring back our cover piece here, and you can probably guess, we're just gonna glue this little strip down to create a side pocket. So we'll go ahead and glue these 3 edges. Come on, glue. And then if you want to do the two little pockets, you would just put a line of glue here in the middle. And then we can go ahead and attach that to our page here. Just like that. And then we're going to do pretty much that same process as many times as we want. So I'm going to go ahead and score my next page now. And just make sure as you go, of course, that everything is semi-aligned. Okay, so I have two more to go. And of course, the last one is going to be the back cover. And then this one here, I will do my two smaller pockets. So I'll pop some glue there in the middle. All right, last page. Okay, so that's everything all set. Every page is a top-loading pocket page. You've got side pockets throughout. And now for the last little flap here in the back, we're simply just going to fold that around the spine area, and we're going to bring it to the front so that we can cover up all of that. But it's going to cover up all my pretty flowers here. So I might cut this down a little bit, but I'm just going to gently sort of just fold it over everything. Like that. And I'll just gently flatten it out as well. So now we have our spine covered up. And let's see. I'll probably cut off the majority of this actually. I don't know, maybe I should use my decorative scissors. And just cut hopefully cut a straight line. And if not, that's what trim is for, to cover it up, right? Okay, let's see. I mean, you can't even really tell with all of these pretty flowers there, but I definitely like that better than covering up those flowers. So that's pretty much it. Now I'm just going to glue the edge here. And wrap that around and press it down. And there's your journal. So you see how you can add as many pages as you want, so long as you can cover up the spine with that extra flap in the back, then you should be good. Or you can even just get trim and cover the spine with trim. But how simple was that to put together just by gluing our paper together? And now I'm going to show you some decorating ideas, or at least what I did in here. Obviously, there are endless ideas that you can do, but for something like this, of course, I just made a little tab and I glued it on the inside of the pocket there so that I could flip these up. Could have little flip up pages and things like that. This little piece here, I actually took one of the leftover scraps because this was a 12 by 8 paper. And so I had a bunch of these little 12 by 4 strips left. And so let me just see. Maybe I'll use this strip on this page. But anyway, I took some of my leftover 12 by 4 strips for that little tuck spot slash flippy pocket. You probably already know how I made that, but I just took this on the 12-inch side and I scored it at 4 and 8. And then we just fold one panel over and the other panel back like that. So this becomes our flippy pocket. And we'll just glue that shut. And where was I going to put it? Here. And then I just glue this onto this page. And you could just do like a regular pocket or a tuck spot. So I'll do another tuck spot. And I'm just going to place it wherever. And I do kind of push it into the spine. So we get that tuck spot there, and then a fun little flippy page. And you have a lot of interaction and a lot of things to play around with. What else did I do? Yeah, and then here, you could just create single pockets like this. Again, using the scraps or use them as inserts. And this is just so much fun to go and decorate. You can fill it up with pictures because this is big enough for pictures. So I'm going to end the tutorial there, but I hope that you guys have enjoyed and found a little bit of inspiration. Let me know what you guys have been up to and how your new year is going. And I will see you all very soon in my next video. Happy crafting and huge hugs!